Jamaal Magloire. Remember this guy, Jay Brody?
One of the first Canadians ever to play for the Toronto Raptors.
Hey?
Oh, wow.
Jamaal Magloire, man.
Wow.
It's his second time back on the program. He has a duck to walk in. He's the coolest cat of all time. Look at this guy. His hands are monstrous. And he's here now on the Todd Shapiro Show. And we're excited because he's got tons going on as Caribana approaches. And the Toronto Revellers, of course. You're dancing again, Jamaal.
You're right. I'm dancing. It's hot outside, and it's time to dance and have a good time. It's summertime.
Isn't everything better in the summertime? Everything is better in the summertime.
It is. It's just unfortunate that our summers are so short and so unpredictable. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. But I'll take whatever we can get as long as it's not snowing and as long as it's not cold.
And that's the key, man. Let me ask you a question. Do you age?
I hope not.
You look great. How old are you now, Jamaal?
37 years old.
37 years old. You don't age at all. You look like you could still go and dunk on anybody.
Well, I can.
Yeah, you still can.
I
That's a pretty dumb question, eh, Brody? Like, of course he can.
He had the duck to walk in the room, Todd.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he can dunk on everybody.
We're going to get into the Toronto Revellers in a moment, and of course, this amazing event that you're doing and how people can go and join you. So we'll tell everyone all about that. But I got to start off with the obvious. The Raptors getting sort of ousted so quickly this year by the Wizards. And I know you're an ambassador to the team and in development and consulting, and you do it all. Were you surprised that we went out so early, Mr. Magloire?
I was very disappointed, as everybody in our camp and everybody in our organization was. They were a better team, obviously. We got to go back to the drawing board and figure out how we can improve our team. We have a lot of good young players. We're going to add some different free agents this summer, and we'll be fine. We'll win. As the boss, Masai, said, he said we'll win, and I'm backing that, and it's just going to take some time.
I had the pleasure of meeting Masai actually on the weekend at the FC game. Patsy Coyle, of course, from MLSE, brought me to the game. I met this guy. What a stud he is, huh?
Yeah, he's a class act, and his only mindset is going out there and representing our team, representing our city, representing our country in the right way. He wants to win. Like everybody else, and it's just a matter of time. Don't give up on us yet. I know we got swept in the first round this year against Washington, but we are going to get better, and we're going to please everybody in this city and in this country.
Now, obviously, you're retired, not playing the game, but they're down 3-0. Do you kind of like, are you like, Coach, Dwayne, put me in? Do you want to help out at that point?
I think I'll be like that for the rest of my life. I have that competitive spirit, that nature. I want to go out there and help in any which way I can. And watching those guys go out there and play, especially in the kind of magnitude of the games that the playoffs gives us, it's tough. It's tough. I want to play. I want to contribute, but I'm there on the sideline, giving them my expertise, my knowledge, and they're listening, they're absorbing, and we'll be fine.
What about fashion tips? You're always dressed so nicely on the sidelines. Yeah, are you
not as nicely as you?
Yeah, well,
I've seen you at a couple games before, and I've been impressed. I need to take a page out of your book.
Not a chance. Jamaal Magloire is here, of course. What an absolute beauty he is. This guy, Paul Pierce, who was the dagger. By all accounts, I've heard he's actually one of the nicest guys when he's away from playing and kind of trash talking and sort of poking the bear and understanding what he's doing in a mental game. Is he that guy? Is he a good dude?
Yeah, I could attest to that. Paul Pierce, even though he was our public enemy number one, he's a great person. He's a great gift to the game of basketball. He's done so much for our game. He's won on so many different levels. I respect him as a player. We wish that we could have had him.
Yeah.
But we'll be good.
Is that one of the things maybe the Raptors will look for in the offseason, do you think, which is that veteran leadership for a group of such young, talented guys, maybe to make the difference?
Yeah, we're looking for a lot of different things. We understand that we could improve. Obviously, we got swept in the first round. We got 6 free agents. Hopefully that we could fill and get some people to come in here and play and contribute. We have some good young talent, and we're just going to continue to get better. We're going to get better. I went to dinner the other night with Masai, and he went on stage. He was honoring Mr. Cope. Mr. Cope is one of the owners of MLSC and the team. He represents Bell Canada. And the first thing he got on stage, he raved about how happy he was to be in Toronto. He said that people ask him, where are you going in the summer? Are you going on vacation? He says he's not going anywhere. He's staying in Toronto because he loves Toronto. He loves this city. He loves this country. And you could hear it in his voice. You could hear the conviction in his voice. You could hear that he wants to win. You could hear that he's not going to settle for anything less. And that will trickle throughout the whole organization. And I know I was just as disappointed as everybody else. I was sitting in the second row of the bench during the games, and this guy is dedicated to winning. And if you give us some time and some patience, we'll get it together. And you and I, Todd, will be parading on Lake Shore with a world championship on our hands. Just give us some time and some patience.
Listen, I'm the biggest Raptor fan on the planet, to the point where actually today's the only day I didn't wear the ball cap that I wear every day, which is the We the North hat still. And the only reason why I didn't wear it is because, Jay, I thought it would be like such a kiss-ass move. You know, you basically, you have a guy within the Raptors organization. I'm sitting there wearing the We the North hat. Oh, come on, big kiss-ass move, right?
I'm still wearing my Toronto.
I rather
Raptor.
would have seen you wear the North hat.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm wearing my Raptor underwear regardless. Though. Okay.
You always say that. You haven't shown us that yet.
Hey, what's it like hanging out with Drake in the game? Drake's coming to so many games, the ambassador of the team, and he's doing, he's so huge. And what's that like having the association with him and, of course, part of the entire organization?
I think Drake is great. He's a great ambassador, not only for the organization, but for the city of Toronto, for the country of Canada. He's done so much for us in such a short span of time that you have no choice but to respect him and appreciate what he's done for us. He's a great talent, and he's doing good things for the city. Yeah,
he's the coolest cat around, is what he is. It's wild to see the success that he's brought, and how now this, like the six is world renowned because of him. All the others, Will Smith the other day tweeted out enjoying the six and put a picture of the CN Tower. It's so cool to see Toronto finally recognized for the world class city that those who live in it, we've always understood that.
Yeah, we have great people in this town like Drake and Wiggins and a bunch of the new young talent in the NBA, and it's good to sit back and see that we're being represented so good.
That young talent you speak of in the NBA, you think of all the Canadians, Wiggins, Tristan Thompson, Nick Stauskas. You're one of the pioneers. I mean, there was like Leo Routens, there was you, and then Nash, of course, and now it's like every other team's got a starting Canadian. How proud does that make you?
It makes me very proud. Again, back when we started playing basketball, the Raptors were in existence. So we kind of had to learn things the hard way. And now that the foundation is set and there's so many more resources for these young Canadian kids, it's good to see that they're playing, they're capitalizing on it, and they're doing a good job. They're representing Canada very well, and I'm very proud of all of them.
Do you think it'll ever stop? Do you think we're going to keep giving great NBA players right from our home soil?
I believe so. I believe in my heart. I think that the gates are now open. I think with the All-Star game coming here in 2016, the Raptors building a new practice facility, there's so many resources out there that they could go and play. It's just a matter of time.
I couldn't agree more to just watch these great Canadians develop, and it'll be really neat, I think, when the Raptors eventually have one of the best Canadians while they're playing and kicking ass for us, because that jersey will sell a ton.
I agree.
Do you wear jerseys? Did you wear like any other players' jerseys? Have you ever done that?
I don't, but I respect and I admire so many players. Yeah. So it's my fault. It's nothing against them.
Hey, we were speaking of Drake. Last night I was at the MMVAs, and then today I was on my computer editing all these clips of the MMVAs that we're going to play later. I'm very excited to do so. And for some reason, it was the weirdest thing, Jamaal, and I have to show you this picture. I don't know, an old email popped up on my Apple computer that I never use, And there was a email I had for, and again, I still don't know why I had this, and yet it's, and I can show it to you, and you describe it. It's so surreal that I found this picture today, completely accidentally.
That picture is a long time ago.
What do you see there?
I see me and you.
MMVA's 2003, me and you.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Like crazy, right? It gave me chills because it just came up to it. It gave me chills. I was like, that's like he's coming on the show today. Now he's my bud.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy, Jay?
Yeah, way
How
back.
douchey do I look?
Yeah.
We were buds. That's the proof.
That's it. We go back.
Yeah.
Jamaal Magloire and I go back.
You had a seashell necklace on, Don. That's a bad move even for 2003, dude.
You're not supposed to tell anyone that. That's definitely going back on a Throwback Thursday. I'll throw that up on Instagram. Jamaal Magloire is here. It's such a pleasure to have you in as always. Now you are involved in something really cool. The Pan Am Games as well. You're an ambassador for the Pan Am Games.
Yes, sir. I've had the privilege to be one of the many ambassadors that they have for the Pan Am Games. So what they have me doing is going and speaking on their behalf, encouraging people to come and attend, and encouraging them on good eating, healthy living, and good exercise.
Do you eat well all the time?
All the time.
Yeah, you look incredible. So what would a day be of eating for Jamaal Magloire?
Probably just like oatmeal all day. No. That wouldn't be fun.
Do you like a good steak?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Red meat's good.
But you take care of yourself.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
No salt, no sugar, no fried foods. You'll be all right with that.
Wow, really? I can't. All those things are so good, though.
Want to try?
I don't think I can. I don't think I can do it, man. Actually, Gravis Vasquez also a big part of the Pan Am Games. What a guy he is.
Yeah, he's a class act. He's a good man, great basketball player, good entertainer. I wouldn't pick anybody else to be one of the ambassadors for the Pan Am Games because he has so much pizzazz, he has so much flair, and he's really passionate, especially about his country, Venezuela, and the game of basketball.
Yeah, he is. He's just one of those dudes that resonates this energy and fun and salt of the earth, down to the earth guy. Are a lot of guys like that in Toronto? Play for Toronto, just like real guys. It doesn't matter the millions they have. It just like the regular Joe that you'd hang out with.
Every single one of our players are great people. They're humble. They're polite. And they approach their job so professionally and seriously that the myth about basketball players and people having money is not true. These guys are good guys, good people, family people, guys that are passionate about their sport, that don't cheat. And we're very lucky and fortunate to have these guys.
We definitely are. Hey, the band, the Toronto Revellers, how fun is this for you?
That's my second job.
Yeah.
It's something that I've been doing now for about 9 or 10 years. It's a way of me giving back to the community that has done so much for me over the years. I've had my ups and downs. I've had my highs and my lows, but I've still had a good foundation. And this is a way of us fellowshipping, uniting, having a good time. There's so many different festivals that go on in the city of Toronto throughout the course of the year. There's so many different ethnicities, so many different cultures that we got to all try and embrace every single one of them. And the Scotia Caribbean Carnival is another one. It's one that I'm involved in. It's one that I'm heavily connected with. The name of my float or my band is called the Toronto Revellers, and it's something that I want everybody to get involved with and see what one of these many fun weekends that we have in the summer are about.
Yeah, and you can't miss it either with the costumes. We had you on last year talking about it, and then you actually had a big event just across the studio here downtown, and it just looks absolutely wild. Of course, you know, it's this non-profit organization, and it developed to embody the distinctive qualities of the Caribbean by showing its rich traditions. What are those rich traditions?
The traditions is color, fun, masquerading, fellowship, family, it's a way of connecting. It's a way of having a good time. You know, we work from 9 to 5 every single day, Monday through Saturday or Sunday sometimes for some people. And we don't have many hot, enjoyable weekends in the summertime. And August 1st, 2015 is going to be great. It's the Scotia Caribbean Carnival. It's otherwise known as Caribana. Again, I have a float in the parade that I encourage everybody to be a part of. And to be a part of it, you just register on TorontoRevellers.com, or you come to where we make the costumes and you experience how it's being done from the grassroots until the grand parade or the climax day, which is 851 Milner Avenue in Scarborough, Ontario. And enjoy. You play, you get in a costume. We're portraying a theme every different year. We have a different theme. This year we're doing Pan Am, the spirit of the games. So every different costume will be an emotion or a saying from the games. It's like the agony of defeat, or strive for glory, or harmony. And these are the different emotions and the feelings that come with the athletes that are here for the Pan Am Games, how they feel when they win. We have another costume called Victory, and these are the emotions. We're portraying through costumes the emotions that come with winning and losing in the Pan Am Games. And it's for everybody. It's for the young. It's for the mature, and it's an experience. You're being a part of this float or this band for the experience that we have to offer.
And I guess you guys, you don't turn anyone away, right? Like even the worst dancers, because I think when we talked last year, and I never did this, but I would feel like I would embarrass the Toronto Revellers if I
No
ever
way.
tried.
No way. There's no choreography. If you like to have fun, if you like to look good for one day, if you like to parade in the streets of Toronto, free, enjoying music and color and costumes and women and men, participate in this event.
TorontoRevellers.com, and you're doing a big event this Sunday right here in Toronto, where people can join you and learn more, right?
Absolutely. This is part of, I'm having an event this Sunday. It's part of the build-up for the grand day of the parade. And it's not a costume day this Sunday. It's actually my birthday party that I'm having at Edwards Gardens. It's an all-inclusive, which means all you could eat, all you could drink. I challenge you to eat or drink me under the table. It's this Sunday.
That's not fair. You're 6'11", aren't you?
At 6'11",
Yeah.
275 pounds.
You are, man. You're a big dude. It's crazy. Eat or drink you under the table. Hey, Brody, you ready to give it a shot?
I'm down. I'm going to go down trying. I don't know if I'll do it, but I'm ready.
I really mean this. I hope everybody here comes out and supports. It's my birthday party. It's something I do every year. It'd be an honor to have you. It'd be an honor to have this audience come out and support. It's going to be a good day.
Yeah, it's only $75 in advance for you think of all you drink, all you can drink, all you can eat for that kind of money, and then $100 at the door. It's at the Toronto Botanical Gardens. That's
otherwise known as Edwards Gardens.
Yeah, I thought so.
Lawrence and Leslie.
Wow, and just a huge birthday party with one of Canada's greats. I mean, can you imagine that, you just giving back and opening yourself up to the people? That's so nice. Did you ever worry about super fans?
No, everybody's a super fan in Toronto. Have you seen Jurassic Park?
Yes, it's awesome.
It's crazy.
It
It's
is
crazy. But everybody is very supportive. Everybody's very encouraging. That's why Toronto and Canada is so beautiful. That's why we're such a great country. And there's not another country that has anything over us. It's because we're so cool and calm.
Yeah.
Like a cucumber.
Yeah, there is something real cool and calm about us. And I don't know what it is, but how we all connect too, Canadians, how we all connect no matter where you go. You always end up hanging out with another Canadian if they're where you are too.
You're right, T.
It's but I mean, a guy like you with your stature, your size, your fame, your storied NBA career, including All-Star games and an NBA Finals. You lost to 6 in the Mavericks, unfortunately. Is it tough to get away from it all? Like, can you relax sometimes because you stand out?
In Toronto, I relax all the time. I think everybody's so humble and respectful for my time, and that I don't complain. And if somebody does take the time to say hello and say, "Hey, Jam, how are you? How's your career? How's the Raptors?" I feel honored. It's my hometown. I'm so fortunate to have an opportunity to work where I grew up, that I can never be bothered by my fans and by the people.
Wow.
I'm honored.
It's a privilege, and it's your humble approach is what I hope any young potential future star will learn also from Jamaal by always giving back. Do you go back to Kentucky ever?
I do. We lost this year, but I still think we had the best team in the world. But it's a great place. They have done so much for my career, and that's where I began to be a man. That's where I learned to be a man, I should say, is from Kentucky. Good times.
Yeah, I can only imagine you in college, how good those times were
Yeah.
winning a championship.
I was a lot more rambunctious than I am now.
Hey, I'm Jay Brody. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave a comment. We read the best ones on the air.